I mean, I'm positive everybody has one kind of passion that they like doing in their free time, or maybe searching online for something that they love or whatever, but they're doing that 9 to 5, or they're doing that job that they don't want. Well, I figured that everybody that has a passion can turn it into a business online. No doubt. I'm not kidding.
Hey there, this is Neil Napier from MyFirst1000, and in this session, I'm joined by Demetris. Now, I met Demetris about, I think, a month and a half ago. I've known him for much longer, and the thing I like about him the most is how passionate he is. I actually shared one of his posts in our MyFirst1000 Facebook group, and people loved it because they could just see the passion oozing out of what he does. So I wanted to get him here. I wanted to get him to talk about how he can put so much love and care into his membership sites and how he has grown that business as well. So Demetris, welcome to the session today.
Thank you, Neil. Nice seeing you again. It's been a good, it was fun at Marketing Alliance Dublin. So I hope you're going to be there in Portugal as well. I hope. Anyway.
I'm going to try, but maybe not this time because I have some other commitments.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Anyway,
but let me ask you this. Yeah, I know a little bit about your business, but can you tell everyone about what it is that you do exactly?
Okay, well, real quick, let me give you a quick overview of how I got here. All right, so basically, like 5 years ago, I'm 40 right now. So when I was 35, I really begged to get fired. Okay, from my 9 to 5 job, I wanted to get fired, and I remember talking with one of my coworkers on a Friday, really trying to figure out how can I get fired from here so I could get some money, severance check kind of thing, you know, and then try and do something on my own. I knew there was something going on, like basically clueless. And also because I had the 9 to 5, I felt like I was, I get paid anyways every month. I'll just, you know, I'm just going to act like, okay, I've got a serious job. I can't take this as a serious thing. I never really paid attention to it until I got fired. Okay. So as soon as I got fired like 3 days after I was, maybe that coworker, maybe he went and said something. I don't know. But when I got back from that weekend, I was called downstairs to sign some papers and letting me go. And when I saw the amount of money that I was getting, because I was there for 4.5 years, I was like, where do I sign? And they got a little bit like, what? What's wrong with you? Well, basically, what I'm trying to teach people here is fear. Okay. 2 years before I got fired, they tried to fire me again. And I remember begging them to not fire me. Okay. I was really scared because I didn't know what I was going to do. All right. So they gave me 2 years to pick myself up. But again, I wasn't doing what I was loving. Okay, that's one thing. I was doing something that it was a routine thing for me. I hated it, and I hated everything around me. I started like really becoming angry in general. So anyway, I don't know what happened. The universe listened to me. I don't know what happened, but I got fired. Okay, and everybody's book, getting fired is like, oh, don't tell that. That's what my mom used to say. Don't tell that. Don't tell that. You didn't get fired. No, I'm going to tell him I got fired. We need to get over this. Yeah. And I'm not going back. I'm not going back to no 9 to 5 ever again. I've done it for 13 years, and I'm not doing it again. The first thing I did was move to the beach. I'm like 100. You can even see the. I went out and bought a SUP yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm right across the beach from here. Right. I did it on purpose. I said I don't want to be anywhere. I want to go where I want to go. Okay. I have money to spend now, but to basically fix myself up. So I came by the beach. And then I started searching online for how to make money. I mean, I'm not kidding you. I was putting how to make money online. And for the first time, I said, I'm going to put my email. Because every time those pages used to pop up and put your email, you're going to make whatever. I used to go, no, it's going to be a virus. It's going to be a malicious, I don't know, whatever. So I used to always avoid it. This time I said, I'm going to put my email in everything that pops up to me. Okay. And that's how it all actually started. Anyway, so let's fast forward 5 years, because this is a big story. I don't want to hold you for so long. All I want to get people to understand is basically, if you have a passion, any type of passion, I mean, I'm positive everybody has one kind of passion that they like doing in their free time, or maybe searching online for something that they love or whatever, but they're doing that 9 to 5, or they're doing that job that they don't want. Well, I figured that everybody that has a passion can turn it into a business online. No doubt. I'm not kidding you. It doesn't matter what it is. I've heard the most craziest things, and I'm like, well, yeah, there's another million like people like you looking for the same thing. Like it's really, and the people don't know how to make that next step, as I didn't either. Right? I bought course after course trying to find out what's going on here, which direction should I take. There was so many directions that somebody can take online. All right, and it could be so overwhelming. And every time you make the first $10 or $5, you get so excited and you think, this is it. I've got it. This is it. But then it might not be it. And that's what happened to me. I got excited about drop shipping. It was a great place to get started. I made my first money, but then I had to deal with people, customers, stuff. And then I just started, that's not what I came into this business for. And I made a promise. I'm never going to do something that I don't want to do. I mean, this is why I'm doing the online thing. I don't want to feel pressure from anybody unless it's pressure coming from me that I want, not from somebody else. This is my dream. This is my passion. This is my thing, you know? So basically, that's why I'm so passionate. I have zero tolerance on people telling me what to do, because that brings me the mindset of back in 9 to 5 having authoritative, the whatever, and I'm not cut out to do that anymore. I have my own mind. I have my own talents, my own passion, and I'm going to do whatever I want. Okay. And it's my turn. That's how you enjoy life. That's how you enjoy what you want to do, because you're not going to get up and say, oh, I got to do that thing that guy, you don't want to do that. Okay. So whoever's got that mindset needs to switch it quickly and understand that you have your thing. You have your little path. And I didn't realize that I was so damn talented doing everything, because, you know, people are going to say, but I don't know how to build a website, Demetris. How am I going to, I didn't know how to build a website. I don't know affiliate marketing, the term. Well, trust me, if I could go back 4 years ago and I was reading the term CPA and I'm like, and I was trying to reach to people were ignoring me because I was nobody. You know, it was a hard thing to, you know, if you're really persistent and you're determined, you're bound to get out of that rut or whatever it is. And it took me like maybe 3 years till it switched on. And I was like, wait a minute, there's one formula. And you know it. I mean, there really is one formula in the whole business. It's building something, having it, people come to it, traffic, get the emails, and then give them what they're asking for. That's it. And people overcomplicate things. I mean, seriously, we overcomplicate things. I was overcomplicating things. I'm like, come on, there must be another way, because it's so simple. Everybody keeps on thinking there's another way, but there isn't. If the formula is there, and it's the same if you're in a local business, if you're anywhere around, any shop is doing the same thing. It's just this is online. And it's funny trying to explain this, whatever I do, I try to make it as simple as possible. Like, look, there's a Starbucks, there's coffee. You go in, there's traffic that goes in, that's people, you know, stuff like that.
Sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to kind of point out. Yeah, I just want to point out that, you know, you play the game, like a lot of people play the game by someone else's rules, and you decided to play it with your own. But let me ask you this after that. So you said create stuff. Why did you start creating courses? I mean, why membership sites?
Well, first of all, I realized that why am I paying somebody else's? I mean, everybody's got a membership site. Everybody's got their own products out. That's what I've been paying. So once I started getting those courses that I kept on reading and saying, wait a minute, I know this stuff. Like, why am I keep on buying the same stuff? Why don't I, if I know this stuff and I've made something out of it, like whatever it is, then I can teach others. I mean, haven't you seen online with Mastermind? Now we got actors doing masterminds online. I mean, why do you think they're doing that? It's not that they're not getting paid enough in Hollywood, but this is another means of making money on the side as well. This is coaching. This is exactly what we're doing. So building a website and having members and getting your products on there and people buying them is what brings you passive income on a monthly basis. I've got 9 income sources. That means I've got 9 products since 5 years ago when I had 0. And now I'm not depending on anybody. It's not overnight success. The one reason why I got into creating my first product was because I was part of an MLM business that actually died down on me. Okay, so where I was making thousands in a month, suddenly that turned off. And then I realized that's, again, a place I don't want to be in, which means I cannot depend on others other than myself. It's the same thing as I was in the corporate. I was depending on my boss to pay me, right? So I cannot be, so I was excited for a year doing that. But then when I saw it started dying down, I had to do something about it. And what did I do? I took everything that I learned from all the time that I've been online and said, guess what? I'm going to create Passion Block Pro. And that was my flagship product. And a lot of people said it's not going to sell. I doubt it. I sold more than 11,000 worth of Passion Block Pro, and it still sells today. So and it's also procrastinating. I didn't take that next move because I wanted to make it perfect. And that's one thing that people need to stop thinking about. Stop trying to make it perfect, all right? Please, just get it out there. That's all. Just get it out there. And there's so many ways of doing this. There's Udemy. There's a free places that you can add your content and get started and see what people are seeing in you.
So was that your biggest obstacle when you were doing it, which is perfectionism, or did you struggle with something else?
Procrastination was my thing. I just didn't feel I was worthy enough for people to see what I have, maybe. But once I created that product and I gave it to somebody to see it, and even myself, after doing it, because I really got into it. And for like 2-3 days, I was just sitting there creating videos and saying, if I was going to start off now, how am I going to teach others to do the same? What is it that I was missing? What was the missing link? And I put all my heart out, and that's why it's called Passion Block Pro. Not trying to promote my thing, but that was my first membership place, all right? Now, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something that people don't usually tell you, and that has to do with members as well, okay? And creating training courses is good. Is really good because you're helping other people, and if you're doing a good job and giving value, then they will respect you big time. However, if you turn your mind into creating software, that's a whole different process. And here you get involved with customers that are not very tech friendly and could make your life miserable at times, okay? Where you're happy, you wake up with really bad emails, rude customers, and that's one thing that I'm trying to avoid at all costs, because like I said, I'm doing this job to love what I do. And there's sometimes that some people make you hate what you're doing at that moment. It's crazy. Sure. All right. So I'm trying to balance that out. That's something that people don't know about. They think, they think customers always right online. It's not that. In my books, it's not. Yeah. And a lot of marketers is like, you always have to, yes, I agree. But you see, that's the thing. I have a lot of respect for what I put out there as well. So if somebody's not going to respect what I've put out, it's a very thin line to play around with. But it's something that people need to be aware of. But it's not easy as we make it seem that it is. It's very, and I don't have support. It's just me. I'm a one-man show doing everything on my own. All right. So that's another thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is. Please keep going.
So basically, I figured that, it's a lot of people are going to say, I don't have money to hire somebody to do the website. I don't have money to somebody to do the graphics. There's so many these things that hold people back. Okay, they hold people back. There are solutions to everything. Okay, even if you're in a budget friendly, there's a solution. Either learn it yourself. Okay. Learn it yourself. Sit there and search Google. It's not a bad thing. You get to gain knowledge. Buy a book or two. If you don't have money, that is. Yeah. Try to do it yourself. You can do it. I mean, seriously. And then there's the people that have a little bit of budget. Then go find solutions to this. There's other people that are willing to do it for really cheap. Okay, like Fiverr. It's not Fiverr anymore. But there's cheap solutions there as well. There's programs, tools that you can actually create a member site, drag and drop. And people are so scared about creating a member site, but that's so easy now. All I do is just put I'm using a member site and I'm paying $77 a month. Okay, I've got all my products there. I did it in the beginning because I didn't know how to do member sites. It was too much for me to get started there. So I used the easy way out. I can make some money now. Yeah, okay, monthly. I'll pay it. There's cheaper prices as well, cheaper offers. So there's always solutions on people creating member sites. Okay. And it's important to have a member site. Member site is building a list. Building a
Sure.
list is money in the bank.
So you talked about money in the bank and making money. So how quickly did you make your first $1,000 with your membership sites? How long did it take you?
A month.
Okay.
A month after I put my product out, where I was procrastinating for so many months. Imagine the money that I missed out on. On the first month, I made like $1,000, 1,000 something from the sales that I made. Okay.
Okay.
So, and then since then, it's been selling because that's my flagship product. And I've raised my prices as well. I've done a lot of things, you know, as you get involved and you see that people actually respect the work that you have, then your
Mm-hmm.
time is valuable. Okay. Your time is very valuable. So my time is majorly valuable now. I can't just be playing around and everything. I'm making money every minute. If I'm not putting my mind to it or working on it, I'm not. So it's all about that. You turn it on, turn it off, whatever. But it's always running. If you got to set things up and believe in your offer and have a passion for what you have down. Don't copy other people. You can emulate. You can reverse market with other people. Like, you know, sign up to me, for example. See where I'm taking you, or sign up to Neil. See where he's taking you. That's one thing that I didn't have a coach. You know, people also, again, you don't have money for coaches. I understand that. I didn't have money for a coach, and I still didn't really have to pay anybody to do all this. I had to figure it out myself. And the smartest way to do it is go see where the guy is sending you. Like, you know, he gave you a link. Okay, get in that email. See what he's sending you. See what offer he's doing. See the
Sure.
sales page. Copy, emulate. Don't do it your own way, but that's the easiest way to get started right now, if nobody knows what we're doing online.
Yeah, I think learning from others is definitely a good thing. And about yourself, like where are you headed to next? Are you creating more courses? Are you scaling what you have at the moment up? What's your next goal?
Well, right now I've focused a lot on JV Zoom, making sure I learn the market well and people got to know me, and you know I've got like eight products on JV Zoom, and I've actually I feel like I'm bored. I want to move over to Warrior Plus now. I know there's as another market that I could break in right now with a couple of products that I already have that I can rebrand and relaunch with new content. So I want to do that for now. I'm going to continue launching a couple more products in software as well, because we have big plans for that. Because you know what, I've realized that launches is a very nice boost in your income. So every time you get known, put one out there, get people, they see what you have. Again, you want people to see what you have. Contact the right people. Be nice. Don't be that refunder. Don't do that. Just get that mindset out of you. Nobody's trying to scam you. Well, there are, but I'm sure you can start figuring out who's the good guy, who's not. I mean, really, you can tell. I mean, if somebody's putting their face out there every day online, you can tell that this guy is not. He's got nothing to hide. I mean, anyway, there's so many aspects of this thing, but yeah, I'm seeing myself more into. I want to do speaking. I want to travel and do speaking with helping other people, and that was in my space, because I have a way of actually getting that passion out of you, shake it out of you, and get you to see the bigger picture. I have a talent of doing that. I've changed so many people's lives that came up to me, and only people that show me they have a passion for something, then I'm like, oh, yes, okay. When people make my life hard, are the people that are, well, okay, so yeah, you started 5 years ago, but you know those people I don't want to deal with. That's the bad mindset I'm talking about. And I
Sure.
remember, you know what? Let me be honest with you. I was one of those people as well. Okay, I was afraid of losing my money. I would freak out when I would buy something and then quickly, oh my God, and open up a PayPal case on the person, even though he says do not. You know, it's that kind of thing. I'm living it now, so I'm understanding what these people had to go through, and I did the same thing. But I had to change my mindset, because I was like, I can't be doing this. Everybody's avoiding me. I'm not getting anywhere with this skepticism. So I did a lot of reading, a lot of paradigm shifting to get to the point where I am today.
It's true. I think we all grow as we create more, as we sell more. And you're right about the PayPal dispute. So that's something I tell to my customers as well, that if you were selling something and someone kept logging disputes, how would that make you feel as a business owner? So just it's about putting yourself in someone else's shoes, which as a product creator, as a vendor, really helps, because that way you know how to deliver the course in terms of how people are going to go through it and absorb what it is that you share. So that's really useful. So let me ask you this. You talk a lot about passion. What if people are not passionate about, they feel they're not, I mean, I know there's always one passion, but what if they feel that their passion isn't something they can package up and sell? What is your advice to them?
Well, I tell them it's bullshit. I keep on believing that everything that we have, you can can actually create something out of it. If you have a certain passion right now, whoever's watching this, put it in Google. Just put it in Google. Put in the keyword of your passion in Google and go see what other people are doing. And if you can't find something that has money on it, then come back and tell me that, or tell me and let a comment below, whatever. I can only guarantee you're gonna find your passion online no matter what. Now, the only reason I could think of that people are not too excited about it is either because they know there's a lot of work ahead of to create this, because it just doesn't start from somewhere. And I remember very specifically that I didn't want to be on camera. I didn't want to write. I was like, me, a blogger, never. Me on YouTube, never. I promise you. That's what I said. But you get to see all these other people doing it, and you're like, come on, there's something else going on. Okay, then I remember when I started writing and when I started doing my blogging, it was basically my experiences on how I'm gonna make money online. Not that I'm making money online. It was like, how am I getting started in this? I'm like, let me just write it down. And it was called the autobiography, and it was a small blog that I started. And that grew into the deeppapa.com now that I have, okay? Which is pretty cool, because when I was ready for that member site, I'm going to call my website, it's a member site, because people are going to come there and log in into subscribing to me. So it's basically they log in into that website. Website is a member site. So what happened was I had content ready, which was unique as well, okay? So I took that and made it into follow-up sequences, okay? So basically anybody signing up to me, they can see the real Demetris as his life unfolds online kind of thing, and then I will promote wherever it is that I need to promote. But that was what I did. And then I had created from woodworking, start a blog about that, and start talking about it. And then you'll see people are gonna relate to you because you're honest. That's another thing. People in your circle, and then suddenly you're starting to talk about woodworking with all these people in, that's the beauty of it. That's how it started with me. I started finding other marketers that were in the same level as me, or they were learning and they thought I was an authoritative figure because I branded myself well. Branding as well is very important. Sorry, I forgot about that. That's the major one. The first thing to do is brand yourself. Get yourself a logo, name, get yourself a domain, and start from there. I don't care if you don't know how to build a website. Just go out there, GoDaddy, Namecheap. I don't care. Your name, useyourname.com. Okay, that's it. Start from somewhere. You need that. Trust me. No, I don't care what you say. You need that domain. You're gonna use it at one point or another. I can only guarantee it. Okay, so get a domain. That's where you got to start from, and then brand. That's it.
Great. No, I appreciate it, Demetris. And just one last thing. If people want to learn more about you, I mean, they've gotten a lot from this session already, I'm sure. If they want to learn more about you, where can they go to? Do you have a website or a product?
Yeah, if they put d/papa.com, deep, what do you call it? The hyphen. Yeah, d-papa.com, or put living a flip-flop life. Nice. Because that's my motto, and I'm going to tell you a little story on why I came up with that name, just so you can get an idea of how to think about your life and how you want to brand yourself. Well, when I came here and I kept on looking outside this window and looking at the beach, because I can see it from here, and I was wearing flip-flops from where I was 13 years in the corporate, wearing suits and stuff and all that, corporate world, whatever. Well, now I'm finding myself flip-flops and beach with my dog, back, beach, back, and this was my office. So, wow, well, this is like living the flip-flop life. And it really That's how it came about, and it got stuck. And I've had a lot of people relate to that. They want that life. And you know what? It's not about showing off of what we're doing. It's showing people inspire. Look, I was nowhere close to this 5 years ago. Okay. Now I'm doing things that I couldn't even imagine. Okay. That's 5 years. Okay. Of really working, well, 3 years working hard, and then the 2 years actually tweaking things and making myself better. Like I said, it's one formula. So, that's me inspiring people to do it, man. I'm 40. I don't care what age you are. I've done it. I wasn't computer literate like you think I was. I'm easy to catch on, but, and you know what? Another one thing that people get stopped is, okay, taxes, IRS, I don't know, whatever. Just start making some money and then worry about that. Please. I mean, seriously, a lot of Greeks are very hesitant to start because the first thing that comes into their head is about, well, they're going to be chasing me. And, well, dude, make some money first. See how much that money is. And then I was able to do this for 3-4 years without actually, it was under the table. And you know why? Because it was in the lot, and I can get away with it for now. Nothing happened to me. I became a business though once I've done my big launch. Okay. And that's where I cover it. Well, I can't cover the thousands that come in and each time you have a launch. So I created a business company. And for anybody in Europe, open one up in Bulgaria. 2 days, you got a business and you only pay like $400. That's it. Okay. And 5% taxes, 10% taxes end of the year.
That is pretty low. But Demetris, I appreciate it. I think it's been very informative. I think it's been a very passionate session as well. So thank you so much for your time. And yeah, I'll let you know once we go live with it.